In this video, I will explain the interactive game Blooket. I'm using this in my online course, U.S. Constitution Crash Course, as a way for my learners to review for the final course assessment. Blooket has several different game modes, but in this video, I'm going to show the interactive features of one game mode in particular called Deceptive Dinos. Learners will also have the option to play a homework game called Monster Brawl, or they can log in and choose any game mode if they are trying to collect points to customize their books or their avatars or other features of the site that require coins or points. So before I show the live version, the other options for my learners will be linked in on Google Classroom. When they are ready to review, they've gone through the 3 different modules, they're going to open the Blooket review. Now, in this demonstration, I'm going to show a live game. The idea is that as the instructor, I would host either a Zoom or a Google Meet at a specific time, which would allow learners to play live with their classmates. Now, obviously, we know with online learning, that's not always easy. So if they don't want to play the live game, there are different ways that they can still access Blooket and review on their own time. To do that, they have options where they can click, I've assigned this as homework, and this is the access link to Monster Brawl. So when you click on that, you'll enter your name. Sorry, I think I already used my name there. And here is where you will access Monster Brawl. Some students like to just have it set up for them. They play it. They're interested more in just reviewing for the assessment. The other thing that they can do, if I have students who are really into Blooket, they want to earn those points, is they can search up the Blooket that I've created. So if they click on this Google drawing here, it's going to open up what they will search and instructions. So if they log into their Blooket account under their student name, they look for Crash Course Constitution Review, my username, and then they get an option of any book that they want to play. And kids really like this who are really into Blooket, so they can, again, gain more points, go to the Blooket market, and purchase more customizable things for their avatars. So those are the different options. Now, when it's time for the live game, what my students will need to do is click on this link. When they click on this link, it's going to take them to joining a game. Now, ideally, the instructor would have their screen shared so that you can see what the Blooket ID is. Now, I'm going to set up the game on another computer. So you'll be seeing how the student account looks so you can see the interactive features. Now, when it comes time to join, the students will receive the code. Now, this code is a numeric code. So they will get the prompt to log in. Then they will be entering first and last name. Now, I always ask my students not use nicknames just because you run into not knowing which student is answering questions, and sometimes they try to put different names in there that doesn't really work. So once they enter the nickname, then this is what the students will see. They'll get the option while they're in the lobby to pick their book. They can pick whichever one they want. These are all locked because I haven't achieved enough coins or points to buy them, but that's an incentive for kids to keep playing Blooket. So I'm just going to pick one. We'll pick the tiger. And again, it's waiting for the host. Now, when everyone is in, the host will start the game. And because it'll be live game, you'll see the directions, which it tells the learners, when they answer questions, they will get options to either excavate or investigate. If they excavate, I'll show you what that looks like in a second. If they want to investigate, I'll show you what that looks like as well. So as soon as the game starts, the learners are going to see the questions. So what they're going to do is answer questions as they come up on their screen. And I've tried to include some pictures that match what they'll see in the course, and this will help my visual learners. And it will also help my English language learners who rely on some more of those images. So when they answer a question, if they answer it, let's say they answer it incorrectly. So we'll just pick one that we know is incorrect. Then nothing happens. Okay. They'll see what the correct answer is, and then they'll click somewhere to go next. If they get a question correct, then it will show a green screen. It will tell them they're correct. And now they have the option to interact with the game. So they have two options here, to excavate or investigate. Now, if they excavate, I'll do this one first. They get to find fossils. And the objective is to get the most fossils. That's how you win the game. So you have options here. You can pick a rock and just take a chance to see how many fossils you'll get, or you can use this button here to cheat. Now, if you cheat, it scans the rocks so that you can find the one that will give you the most fossils. Now, if you cheat and someone investigates you, that's where the learners take a chance because they could lose those points. So for the first one, I'm going to just pick this one. Gave me 50 fossils. I had other prizes I could have won, so not necessarily the best case scenario, but again, I'm protected from having them stolen because I didn't cheat. So click anywhere to go next. We'll answer another question. Okay. If we get the question wrong, again, it shows you what the correct answer is. That way you can see what the direct feedback is. If, again, they get the question right, they now have an action. So you can see that there's the immediate feedback. They see the correct answer if it's wrong. If it is right, they have options. So now we're going to do the excavation again, but I'll show you what it looks like when you cheat. It scans the rock so that you could pick the best option. But then again, if somebody investigates you, then you could lose those fossils. And again, the objective is to get the most. So the other option then is when you have multiple players in the game, when you decide you want to investigate, that's where you're trying to catch cheaters. So investigate, it will give you all the other players in the game. Now, if this player here just use the cheat button, which I'll show you what it looks like if they do. I'm doing this on another device. So if they decide to cheat and I click their name, if they didn't cheat, if they're clear, oh, they got lucky on this one. If they are clear, then it's going to say clear. If they cheated, then it will take those points. So then at the very end of the game, the goal is to get the most fossils. The leaderboard will show the final standings. It will show you how you can spin the wheel if you want. That could give you some other prizes, but it shows you a couple different things here. It'll add rewards to your individual Blooket, which gives you bonuses if you are trying to buy things on the market. Now, it shows you your place. It shows you how many fossils you got. And then it also shows you your accuracy, so how many questions you got correct. So students can then use this to go back and try to improve their accuracy, meaning that they're reviewing more for their assessment. Now, for my game, I am offering extra credit. So if you don't win, you still get the benefit of reviewing for the game. If you do win, then you do get to apply extra credit where you would like. So, how does the game meet the learning objectives and the methodology? It meets the learning objectives because it's reviewing major concepts from each module. It supports the methodology, which is Gagne's 9 events, because it captures the attention of students. It gives them different ways to test and practice their skills with all the different Blookets they can choose, and it allows them to recall their prior learning in the course and provides immediate feedback. I love this resource. It is a great tool for engaging students and also giving them choice when it comes to reviewing or learning information. Thank you.